Coach, first time to see the team in a competitive match. I know it was team versus team, but just talk about what you saw overall.
We saw some good things and some things we need to work on, and that's why it's important to do something like this. And that's typically we don't do these matches till the first week of school, so because of facility issues, we had to bump that up. And I think this year it was a really good thing for us, and the fact that we still have over a week to prepare to kind of work on a lot of the small things and details that we saw tonight that we could do better. So. But overall, just great effort, which we've been getting for the last week and a half since these young ladies have been, on campus. And, we just hoping that we can keep improving, keep bringing that energy every day. And I just feel like this is going to be a team that every week will get better just because they have good attitudes and good effort.
Talk about some of your freshmen, what you saw from them tonight.
I think just as a group, we saw some of the potentially some of the growing pains of coming in and now competing in your first scrimmage. We had a side that was primarily freshmen, and they struggled. But we have to see how they're going to react in a competitive college environment because that starts next week. And, one thing I kind of told the team is, don't let one match, especially a preseason scrimmage, kind of define who you are as a player. Just be ready to bounce back tomorrow. And we've got a long time to work through some of these things, and we just need to work on keeping our confidence, work on keeping our aggressiveness.
And talk about some of your returning players like Kate and Lexi.
I think both of them had a pretty solid night. I don't know. I haven't looked at any sort of stats, but, they both took some really good swings on the outside. Lexi's this fall is just elevating really well, hitting the ball hard, and then Kate is playing just kind of like she did last year, well all the way around. And we're just really trying to speed up our offense this year, and both of them are starting to excel, with the changes. So, right now they're 1-2 on the outside, and it's the other outside's jobs to step up and try to catch them.
And talk about the middle. Obviously, you got to replace some key people there. What are you thinking about, like Taylor and Naya and Audrey?
And again, I think that's another group that we saw some flashes of some really good things, and then we also saw some breakdowns on some fundamentals that we've been really working hard on over the last week. And so it's just growing pains, and it's just things that but overall, I think all three of them are in the mix. You saw all of them do some nice things. We've got do a little bit better job on closing out some blocks at the pins and staying off the net when we're swinging. But again, I'm pretty pleased that they stayed pretty consistent throughout the match.
A few more days of 2-day practices, and then school starts. And what will you work on in these final few days before school starts?
Well, tomorrow morning we've got a community service where we're going to help a lot of the freshmen move into a dorm. So we're going to be doing that. So we only have one practice tomorrow, but I think tomorrow we'll come out and work on a lot of the team things and just some of the details that we as coaches saw this evening, and just come out while it's fresh and work on that. And then, Friday and Saturday, just a lot of ball control, but probably start settling a little bit more into a rotation so that we can feel a little bit more comfortable and the players can feel comfortable playing alongside each other, because really we haven't even figured out a rotation yet in 10 days, so we need to start making some decisions pretty quick.
Okay, thanks.